Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. It's probably going to be another quiet one. I am very nauseous without talking, so um, yeah. For those of you who aren't in the Discord, we've had a bit of an issue with Digimon. I got really unwell during the heat wave and I overwrote the save file from last week. I have done the majority of the work to get us back to roughly where we are, but because everything is um varied, it is not exactly the same. Um we've got a couple of levels to catch up on our team Digimon. Um and yeah, I don't think we've got all the digivolutions that we had, but and we might have some that we didn't have before through luck of the like digivolving. Anyway, I am gonna get that up on screen. It's gonna um but yeah, the day I didn't stream. No, the day before I didn't stream. When Sid got home just after 7 p.m., it was still 35 degrees Celsius in our bedroom. He did manage to get it to cool down just that little bit, but we actually had some breeze that night and it helped. But before that, we didn't really have any breeze coming through the yeah. So yeah, I've saved it in slot 1 and 2 now, so that if I do accidentally overwrite slot 1 again, then and the top one is an autosave for the last file I played, which is this. Are we not getting? Oh my god, I could have sworn that came over. No, I won't. All right. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it. Yes, we've still got microphone. I think there was a. I think there was a video card update. I haven't actually done anything except load, so you haven't missed anything. I did realize before it was too late. But yeah, okay. So we've got the same party members that we had, even though I don't know why Shoutmon is one of them. It's just what we had. We were able to digivolve into Dodomon and Dorimon, which I don't think we were able to last time. This came from Wanyamon. Um, and we still have all the Yokomon. We haven't been able to. It took a very, very long time for me to be able to get to Pubimon this time, whereas I got to this one pretty quickly. Also, I didn't keep a Monodramon. I completely went back and then. Hey, welcome in, JMA Blazer. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing a lot better than I am. I still need to change this. Still need to do that so that my mods can actually, the shoutouts, change it to SO instead of C. Whatnot. No. I was watching something earlier. It was nearly oh right. I'm not on this. It was nearly Stardew to do some really, really weird thing. But I might do that on the Switch after I've done some Digimon. I've been playing a lot of handheld stuff. Like I haven't even wanted to turn. And there we go. There is a second mushroom on. I haven't wanted to turn the computer on because that's in our bedroom. Until we can figure out another setup. And I don't even know if we can, like, in this house. It's just, yeah. We're still trying to figure out how to do the best we can. With the lack of the bedroom. We haven't really fully adjusted yet, even though it's been a long time. I thought of the practicalities of I want the Digivolution. I don't know how else to get into it at the moment. Like, my brain is pretty fried. Okay, so that one I can turn into a Tentamon. So that one started out as a Gotsumon. Actually, these don't go back to, that goes back to Tanamon. I was worried that it was going to go back to Motomon, but it doesn't. And I didn't want them all together. Now, I don't know what this one is. I feel like that might be a spare. We've got 2 Agumon. Wait, I think we turned one into a Dracmon, one into a Shoutmon for now. And we've got Gearmon. I really don't know what that one is. These ones I'm a little bit less worried about. I'm kind of letting them grab levels. I did the same thing as I have done on my other things. With these, I can't remember what we did on stream last week. So I started with an Impmon and a Gazimon, and I brought them all the way back and then swapped them. So at the moment, we're mostly just farming for level. I would like to be able to beat this thing with 1 load of attacks, but I don't know if that's actually going to be possible. Like, we're not too far off, and but yeah, I'd like to make it so that it doesn't get hit in, but I don't think I can actually. It is a generation above us. What? Okay, the Yokomons. 2 of the Yokomons. Okay, so I do want a biiiiig. So we will do that one. Other than that, I don't know. Like, I know what I want this to end on, but maybe we do all the random ones first. Like, we do everything that we're not gonna end on, because it's more to have the other one, because I saw it last time we streamed and it was just a bit hilarious. It massively reminded me of someone. Yeah, I was hoping to jump onto a friend's vintage server over the last couple of days that I haven't been streaming, and because of the weather, I wasn't able to do that either. I jumped on for a little bit one day, but no one else was on at that time, and a lot of mobs spawned. It was very, very scary. Like, the whole horizon was basically everything around me. Was just mobs. I'm really lucky that it didn't attack Monodramon. I didn't realize Monodramon was already injured. That apparently we haven't stood still and healed. Which we really need to do. There is something I want to evolve from a digivolve from a Yokomon before we progress. It won't help us in the upcoming battle we got, but I would still like to. I mean, I've done that one. I would still like to quit before, like, so that we can keep leveling, because there is a time when it will be useful. Not quite as useful as I thought, I don't think, but but yeah, I saw this weird thing, a Stardew thingy about like how much, or not how much, but they had a set goal of how much money to make without ever leaving the farm. Now they chose my favorite map, and I was thinking it was going to be absolutely insane. Because you can't access, like I was thinking you can't access seeds, you can't access, a fishing rod, which I was right about, to an extent. Like, you can access some wild seeds that can grow some plants, which is how they got some original farming, like initial farming done. But yeah, it was definitely not an easy thing, but it has me intrigued. I have something I would like to try. And that's pretty rough considering that I like doing all of the stuff throughout the game. Okay, we got another toy Agumon if we need one. We shouldn't. So yeah, I think once everything is at least level 7, so it's only Dracmon. Oh no, because I want that other Digivolution. If it wasn't for that, I would stop grinding. Yeah, I can't get to these guys. If I try and get to them, I'm gonna end up switching areas again. Okay, everyone is at level 7 now. It didn't take a lot. But yeah. I think, like, everything in my party has gone back to the very beginnings. And then been digivolved from there. I think the ad break is about to start. Thankfully, this isn't timed, so I can just stop. Oh yeah, and we got the new modem. We got the new modem. I haven't seen it flicker at all. Whereas the other one was nearly constantly flickering. It's been so stable. I feel like I've still experienced some forms of issues, but I don't know if that's been the device I've been using. Okay, I did decide the last time, since we're just going around and around in circles, grinding, that I wasn't gonna stop during the ad breaks. We've seen me do it, you know, God knows how many times by this point. Unless I really, really mess up, none of my Digimon are at the point where they should be in trouble. Not even from the Kurisarimon. Of course, I said if I don't mess up, but I've got full health. I've got full energy levels on my Digimon anyway. Me, not so much, but and we're back. So I do try and rest after each of those battles with the Kurisarimon, because they can do a fair bit of damage. Oh, yeah, no. I'm going to battle this and grab that stuff first. Okay, we're going up. Grab this one. And then we'll look at what can evolve. It doesn't have an exclamation mark. Okay, that one I still don't know. That's possibly an extra. This one I might have actually been waiting to do these. Now the thing is, I know there were only supposed to be the 3 of those. So I don't know why there's... It could be that to get to the Dodomon, I had to do an extra. I still can't get that one. Still can't get that what I want. This one I can do now. This would have started out as a Tentomon, and now it's becoming a Gotsumon, so they've been reversed as well. Just means that they get skills that they wouldn't normally have. These I'm waiting. Those I don't know what I'm doing with them. Give this a couple more levels and then I will revert it. Digivolve and start stacking up points again. Uh, the same as the Agumon in our party. I think because of how I did that, might have can't remember if it's Agumon or something else. I think it's the Agumon. I think that's got different skills as well. That are gonna be potentially useful. So the thing is, I haven't actually figured out how to change skills if they're learned and I've already got a full set of skills. I know how to do it from discs, but I don't want to use a disc. If the Digimon already kind of learnt the move. Because yeah, as they grow up and digivolve a lot and go backwards, digivolve, they are gonna learn more and more moves, but I don't know how to access them. We definitely need to rest for a bit. I think it's Monodramon is getting low on SP. I am at least getting some health point capsules from this, which is good. I have noticed a fair few times. That's been part of my rewards. How about a change into you? Because I have a stronger move with Agumon. And yeah, I do have a move that Agumon wouldn't normally have, but I can't remember how or why. I'd have to take a look into it. Um Maybe it's because I left it so long as a specific Digimon. I don't want that one, but it's the way I know how to get into that. I do want to look at. So it started as a Kotemon, that's why. So it knows Crush Blade, which it wouldn't normally. But there are some Digimon that might be weak to steel stuff. That might not necessarily be weak to fire, which is mostly what Agumon knows. So having that extra type of attack is going to be really, really useful. Not gonna. I kind of should because, like I said, it's an extra 50%, but at the same time, it doesn't seem to be very strong, and I don't know why. Maybe the physical attack isn't very strong, but the magical attack is. Being an Agumon and it mostly being fire type, whereas this is a fire type using fire type moves and doing a decent chunk of damage. And the others, despite the Monodramon being pretty much a dragon, do lean towards a bit of physical sort of stuff rather than. I won't say no to some free SP capsules. I mean, I guess if it's from battle, it does mean that I'm probably missing out on money. I think it's I think it does take off a little bit if you get good items. But at the same time, it's probably not as much as those items cost to buy. Okay, it was the edge or end of that I saw. I thought I saw a box that I could break. Okay, I want to rest a little bit. Rest my Digimon. I should probably specify at the moment because there might be times where I do actually need to just, yeah, no. Yay, we got the extra. Yay, a level's up. I was not aiming at that, but okay. Um, that's one thing I slightly struggle with. Um, even if you're looking and feel like you're aiming at something, welcome in, Shadow. Thank you very much for the resub. I hope your stream is going well. I don't know if you're still going or you're finished. I woke up not that long ago and saw that you were streaming and stuck my head in a little bit. Um, yeah. So I know when I started stream, Shadow was playing Timberborn. Shang was also streaming. um, but it is really good to see some of those in our community who don't get to stream often streaming. I think Shang is getting more regular with his streaming. I think Shadow's trying to make a comeback after everything towards the end of last year, so I know how it feels to not necessarily feel well enough. So I always try and make sure I'm supporting those who go through a similar thing. Whether it's for the same reason or not, like, doesn't matter. But when you're trying your hardest and your body or your mind says, no, I'm not up to this. I completely understand that one. Sometimes it is very hard when it's been a little bit to press that go live button. When I came back after that 2 weeks off, And I know that's not as long as some people have had to have, don't get me wrong. When I came back from that like 2 or 3 weeks, I was so anxious as though it was the first stream I'd ever done. Again. Every time I take a break, it is so hard to press that go live button. I have massive, massive butterflies in my stomach. And I don't mean like the ones that are trying to make me upchuck right now. Um, I still get a little worn out. Um, and anxious about streaming. I think honestly, I think it's mainly because of the setup and not feeling well in general, which I am trying to work on. The heat wave has caused a little bit of problem with the self-care stuff, but um like I have been pretty unwell for the last 2 or 3 days, or maybe more at this point. um I think it's more at this point. I honestly do. Hey, what do we got? We got, I don't know what you're for. We're just gonna take the plunge. I don't know what this guy's for. So we'll just do the one that we don't know what it is. Nope. Nope. Another one that I don't. Oh, we haven't done that one. Yes, that's what this one is supposed to be. Yay! That's the one we were grinding for. I really don't know what I'm trying to do with those two. And neither of those are ready for the ones that I'm aiming for. But the good news is we are done with the grinding. I am gonna like finish this and obviously we'll grind our way back, but we can progress. I am going to, I know he hasn't actually typed, but I do the same thing with Alistair. He's occasionally he will make redeems and stuff like that, but not type, so that I don't get the reminder to shout him out. So hopefully I'm not making him awkward by shouting him out, because I know he hasn't been able to stream a lot lately either, although he has been playing a little bit with some other people on stream. So it has been good to see him regardless if he's the one streaming or not. And I know health is a factor in that case as well. With weather and stuff like that. So I am actually going to Digimon's set up. Well, for now, I'm gonna change that. Where did that Burby go? That one is really useful at the moment. That one not so much. We haven't really been using this, but we do need to have it on standby. Problem is, I kind of want, a virus type in there as well. Just as a backup sort of thing. And I don't really want to remove anything at the moment. So I think once this guy's leveled up, we'll remove Monodramon. And then we can put Gazimon maybe. Although maybe this guy is pretty useful. In a backup section. Okay, we got an ad break coming up. It has not started yet. We're gonna try that because the other guy attacking with fire was actually, yeah. I feel like even though that's less percentage, it was still more damage potential. Oh, I think I missed it. No, I got it. I really wasn't paying attention. I was looking around at the time. Because chat is moving and everything like that. I really feel like that fire move did more than this does, but it did enough. So the thing is, at least with maybe I'll just change it and then bring it back. So I mean, at least with Dracmon, we have something that does target multiple enemies. So I'm really hoping that we can find something when we continue evolving and stuff like that. That will do that. Because there's definitely times when that, like with these guys, that are both relatively weak to fire. Just saves a fair bit of time. do have the ad break about to start. We are gonna swap these guys out for now. And save. But yeah, so I can't remember which one I started. I think I started 2, but as you saw, it tried saving in that first slot. So I can't remember if I was really excited or really nervous because the Steam Deck was running out of power. Or a mixture of the two. But yes, I unintentionally overwrote. Yeah, paused. Ad break. Okay, we should be back. Up we go. Are we ready? No! Oh yeah, trouble. So there you go. I don't know if this was the moment Shadow was referring to in the Discord. Okay, I thought it was talking capture points. So we have a type advantage in the fact that that is virus and we are vaccine. But it has a like it is at least champion, and we are rookie. Yay! My ally stats got boosted. So yeah, and it's gonna be the best to attack with the fire types. So it's probably gonna get harder. Um, Maybe not too much harder. Of course, Biiiiig doesn't have the boosts that the others have, and is lower level, so I do need to worry a little bit that it's lower level than these guys, but way to go, Agumon and team! You took out the Kawagumon. No, what's the weird shadow? And I do mean the weird shadow. Oh, I don't know how much of a good job we did of protecting her. And I think we just destroyed everything in sight. I mean, I'm basically you without all the armor, right? How dare you put me in the same thing as that? No. Or at least I don't think so. Think so? I'm pretty sure. So yeah, Digimon always talked. Um, well, correction. In the animes, Digimon always talked. So it was really, really weird when they had no voices in the games. It's one of the things I'm glad they like put into the game. I didn't steal it, I was trying to save it. So I have yet to encounter them. I have no idea what those humans have to do with anything. Um, Even though I have played a bit further. Still no signal. Unions bring trouble. They can. He knows who you are, but you don't know who he is. I'm just following the mini map. What day? Like, I I still don't know the backstory either. Yeah. I can't get reception on my device either. You can leave it to me. I do. Acting independently of the mission goes against protocol. Well, we're in a strange place and we don't know what's going on. We have no mission currently. And protecting civilians from anomalies is my job. Oh. So we'll definitely get to 2 hours. But I don't know if we'll get much further than that today. Just because of how I'm feeling. Um. Hey, look, there's a gal on the ground. Is this your daughter? Okay, so skipping all of this before now, can confirm she has something to do with a called Tokyo TV. Which I kind of thought she might be, but I wasn't certain. Which means his daughter might be as well. She's a fledgling streamer! Oh my god. Can I clip? Hey. Give me... Nope. Not what I meant to do. That one. Clip. I will be back in a second when this thing does what it's supposed to. Okay, I got the point that I'm after. Now we can get back to it. Trying to make sure to hydrate, but same time, every time I hydrate, I feel more nauseous, so trying not to. Kinda. What accident? Yes. And that is the end of the demo. If you get the demo. sadly, it doesn't attack the other one if this one is already passed out. So all right, time to bring our party back. You and you can get switched out. You need Huckmon. And in the oh, I guess. Oh, it wasn't that one. It was Monodramon that had. No, it was this one. No, it was that one. So that Dracomon was a Dracomon from the very, very beginning. Whereas this one has been probably from a Kodamon. Okay. And okay, so Monodramon can get switched out for what did I decide? I think I decided Gazimon. Just because it's got the difference in the amount of its like the types of attacks. Can I not attack that? No. Oh, that's a Metang in chat. That is something nice. No, it escaped. Damn. Gonna use the cross arts. That should. Oh, it was Dracomon that did that, so maybe it shouldn't have done a whole heap. I mean, these are new Digimon, so as much as we will encounter more in the future, I am gonna pause. Hydrate a little bit. Check for tidbits. Oh, she has gotten up. Okay, we should be back. This might not do a lot. Oh, it's 100, so still, yeah, it's not doing much at all. Oh, so close to having it complete. Oh god. Okay. So yeah, they are a little bit difficult today. And definitely worth it, but I think we're gonna you don't want to risk that. Ugh, I feel like it does weird things. Yeah, it magically comes back here. Um, There's only one this time, so hopefully it's not as bad. Okay, and we know it's really, really weak to fire, so that is useful. I think Sid is back from his Pokemon Go adventures now. He's been doing some Pokemon Go stuff for me as well today. I wasn't sure what time he'd be getting home, but we've got just over half an hour left of just under half an hour left of stream. Um, we want some of these Pokemon. Yes. Um, Red one. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will do that. I don't know if you heard me. You probably did, since it's not that difficult to hear in the house. I'm only going for just under another half an hour, like 20 minutes ish, just because I still really don't feel well. I don't know what happened there. I think like I kind of spun the joystick thingy and it messed some stuff up. I don't know if the having the same type as the attack helps in this. Kind of figured it'd take out the taper more. A little bit of leveling up. We do have a whole heap of different things covered here. Types. It does mean that if something's super effective, I'm probably missing having extra Digimon cover it, but okay, so because this isn't a normal typing, it's not a virus data or vaccine, it's a bit harder to beat. I do like the animation for the Crush Blade one. Whereas this, because its data type is strung against just about everything of ours. Because everything I've got on me at the moment is vaccine type. So strangely enough, this aquatic Digimon is very weak to the fire Digimon. we're gonna heal up our Digimon. Okay, there's one of those on that wall there. Gonna try and get it. We have done a fair amount of grinding in there for leveling, but it's also gonna help us, not that I really want one, but get all the data for a digi conversion. Did level something up. And I also want a whole heap more of these Pokemon. So I say a whole heap more. It's not like the other stuff that we were doing. I want like I think 2 more of them. And I think we're about to get 1. No one wanted the Litleo. Alright, everything is weak against this. But sometimes it balances out. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay, we are ready for another Pokemon. So I just need at least 1 more. Because I have 4 Digivolutions and other things that I want. So speaking of, yes! I can instantly get back to Poyomon. Which means that it's not gonna be as difficult. I don't necessarily need to get a whole heap more than 4. I think the plus was just in case I couldn't. You're gonna make some chicken tendies, want some? Yes. We're having chicken schnitzel for dinner. With some salads. But tendies definitely sound good about now. Hopefully they wouldn't mess my stomach up too much. It'll take a lot longer than 25 minutes, kittens. But enjoy your tendies. I don't think you could get them to me in 25 minutes. I really don't. You could show me them in a photo, but you couldn't feed me. It's all good. I have snacks. that are gonna help. I have cheezels because they're rice and corn based. It helps when my stomach's not feeling great. Right, Digimons are now eligible for Digivolution. There's nothing we can do that way. What is ready to Digivolve? Probably only the Poyomon, other than what we already know. That one's not ready to do what I want. These ones I'm still gonna leave going. They're not an immediate... Your cat also wants some chicken tendies. I don't blame the cat. Chicken tendies are really, really good. Well, we can get one of the Digivolutions we were after. Another Digimon with a name change. Yes, your doggo. Aww. Probably, yeah. Doggos do like chickens as well. Yeah, I'm gonna give these guys a little bit, before I re-digivolve them. Ha! You didn't get the jump on me even though you tried. A floating Digimon. Like, it's literally basically floating on a cloud, but it's weak to wind types. Some of these type matchups do not make sense to me. I did not notice this before. There are materials nearby. Okay, through the door. I get to the door and they're all trying to jump, attack me. Okay, we're gonna use the cross arts. We go for that one, maybe we'll actually get... Okay, we'll more than get one out of the way. One claw. I didn't think I was gonna make that. It was really barely focusing. Okay, you be right back for now. I mean, kittens, I'm about to finish in about 4 to 10 minutes, but you take care and enjoy. Get that food ready. I'm just letting you know that I probably won't be here when you come back. That's all good. Thank you for joining us. Cheater. Maybe. I don't know. Is he ever gonna be more than man with glasses or a Nori's dad? At least we've got the type advantage of being vaccine versus virus. Okay, it's weak to fire types. You know what? I don't know about the Bear Fist, but we got so many capsules. We could probably use that, although it does feel like a little bit of a waste. Um, Ugh. Okay, so we need to heal you. Um, we want a poison recovery for the bear. We're probably not gonna do too well out of that either. Oh. Um. I'm gonna heal up the bear. We're about to go into an ad break. If I notice we go into the ad break, then I will stop attacking, but I'm really hoping we can. Knowing my luck, we'll make the attack before the ad break. Alright, there it goes. Oh. So yeah, we are going to finish this battle, do whatever the auto stuff does, and then we'll be calling it. We'll be saving and calling it. Alright. We're back from the ad break. Is this gonna be the last attack? Yay! I was really hoping we could get that in before the ad break, but looks like I did it. Well, I'd hope so. But yeah, I haven't seen any of these cutscenes. I saw some of the ones in the demo, but I've intentionally not watched any of the cutscenes so that you get a genuine reaction. Obviously I do know some of the battles. But I don't really know what's going on with the story. my problem. I just saved everyone. Unless maybe he's talking about Haruko or whatnot. Yeah. You were trying to take me up to a tower that, you know. Well, I don't have anywhere else to stay, I don't think. No. That sounds like something you'd generally say to guys if they were interested in your daughter. I mean, I know that it's not guy girl necessarily now, but that sounds like a typical dad thing to say to prospective suitors. Damn. She was hoping to distract him. No, I think she is genuinely worried about her dad. Just let me sleep a little longer. I need it. It was comfortable. Yeah, that is for another stream. First, we're saving. I don't know, but I have seen it. Well, that kind of makes sense given the title of the game. Are we done with all the cutscenes? Yes, okay. Thank you everyone for joining us today, whether you were live in chat, um, making redeems, lurking, watching VODs after the stream if you can't make it live. Everyone is much, much appreciated. Sorry the streams are so short at the moment between the weather and me not feeling well. It hasn't been great. I'm gonna look at who is on. Hopefully, we have got someone who isn't normally on. So let's raid Shang. You know, he's been on for a while, so I don't know how long he's planning on continuing, but so Shang is one of our long-time supporters. He is now one of our mods. He's an absolutely awesome streamer who has in the past struggled like we do to stream. So, yeah, let's go over and give him some of that cat girl love, even if I do have to raid and run. I will still continue liking though, so I will be hanging around. That raid now button.